What did Jesus say about divorce? Today, we will have time to find out what Jesus said about divorce. In Mark 10:11, Jesus says as follows. He answered, "Anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her." Theologist Craig S. Keener says divorce is not a crime without victims. Jesus says he pointed out that this behavior is wrong because divorce harms the innocent spouse. In the culture where Jesus lived, the wife could be divorced for almost any reason. Once the wife got divorced, she had little financial support. The divorce culture at that time made the damage of divorce even worse. Jesus certainly opposed the divorce. Jesus is opposed to divorce because it is a violation of the covenant, because it hurts our innocent spouse and because it is bad for our spouses and children, for society, and for ourselves. But Jesus does not disadvantage those who suffer from divorce. At least in chapter 10 of the Gospel of Mark, Jesus defends divorced people against his will. What this means is to prohibit breaking one's marriage, not asking people who are already divorced to live single forever, argues Dr. Keener. Jesus' teachings take the inscrutableness of marriage for granted. This is the context of the words from Mark 10:11-12. It is to admit that marriage cannot be existentially dismantled. The reason why Christians think a Christian's remarriage is adultery is that God believes that the divorced person is still married to his or her spouse in the past. If a spouse commits adultery, Jesus has allowed a divorce, which means that the innocent spouse must be allowed to remarry thereafter. No law allows remarriage without a legitimate divorce. On the contrary, a legally valid divorce should be given the freedom to remarry. Like this, the Bible interprets marriage, divorce, and remarriage from a different perspective for each theologian. Therefore, it is not right to see divorce and remarriage of Christians as only one criterion. Especially in modern times, there are more complex relationships than in the times when the Bible was written. The Bible says that the various marriages and divorces and remarriage experienced by modern Christians are more complicated than the times Jesus lived in, and what are the boundaries if we allow Christian divorce and remarriage? Next time, let's take a look at the various problems that modern Christians decide to divorce and see how they can apply them biblically. If the video was beneficial, I hope you subscribe to my channel.